Hello and welcome back to my channel. So basically, this is going to be the start of a new series called the Transfer Roundup. So basically, I will be coming to you with basically the biggest transfers over the last few weeks. We're doing the Premier League, and then I'll be doing like the biggest clubs around the world. I've been doing this for the last few weeks. I'll also be doing a live stream on Transfer Deadline. We're doing a live stream on Transfer Deadline Day with the biggest news coming straight to you, so stay tuned for that on this channel, because I promise you that video will be out. So without further ado, let's get into the transfers. So, oh shit, here we go. So, starting off with my club, Tottenham. So Kieran Trippier has been sold to Atletico Madrid for £20 million. So that leaves Tottenham in the hunt for a new right back, or we could just go with Aurier or Kyle Walker-Peters. I'm quite happy with that because Trippier didn't have the best season, so I'm quite happy we offloaded him when we could. Moving on to Aston Villa, they have signed Bjorn Engels from Stade de Reims for £5 million. On to Everton, they have sold Anthony Robinson to Wigan for £1 million. They've also signed Fabian Delph from Manchester City for £7 million. That is a good bit of business for them. It's an experienced Premier League midfielder who can also play left back, so he could probably fill in for Leighton Baines. And they've also loaned out Shani Tarashai again to FC MN. Onto Everton's rivals Liverpool. They have loaned out goalkeeper Kamil Grabara to Huddersfield. Newcastle, the downfall of their club continues after they sold Joselu to Alaves for £3 million. Norwich continue their summer revamp by selling Oliveira to Ike for £2 million. They've also signed Sam Byram from West Ham for £600k. Sheffield United have also signed 2 new players. Premier League flop Ravel Morrison is back in the Premier League. Now, I just cannot believe this one. Why would they want to sign him? I don't know. But he is back in the Premier League, along with Lys Mousset, who gets another chance in the Premier League. Has just gone through this morning £11 million from Bournemouth. Southampton have sold Sam Gallagher for £4 million to Blackburn Rovers. Probably the biggest signing in the Premier League this week is Sebastian Aller from Frankfurt to West Ham for £33 million. That's just huge. He is obviously the replacement for Arnautovic, who's just recently gone to China in the last 10 days. So that's a huge replacement. Hopefully he can bang in the goals. That obviously leaves Frankfurt very vulnerable after losing 2 of their top strikers, Luka Jovic and Sebastian Aller. So that leaves just Ante Rebic now, who will be pressured to lead the line for them. And moving on to the last bit of business in the Premier League, Wolves have loaned out Ivan Caballero to Fulham. I'm quite surprised with this one because Ivan Caballero I thought had a good season. He was a good backup option. They've also loaned out Helder Costa as well. So that's 2 big wingers, 2 big backup players they've lost. Now, I just couldn't believe it when they loaned out Caballero. Now moving on to around the world, PSG have sold Christopher Nkunku to RB Leipzig for £10 million. Now, that is a huge loss for PSG because Nkunku is a very big up and rising future star. Abdou Diallo has also signed for PSG from Dortmund for £26 million. Moving on to Juventus, probably the biggest deal of the last week. Matthijs de Ligt to Juventus for £75 million. That is just huge. And now Ajax just signed his replacement. I can't remember what his name was, but I know they did sign his replacement. Now they've got a level out Frankie de Jong, Daley Sinkgraven I think left. Matthijs de Ligt now who's just left. It's going to be huge for them. I don't think they're going to relive that semi-final run they did this season. They would have been in the Champions League final had it not been for Lucas Moura. Oh. Juventus have also signed Leonardo Mancuso to Empoli for £4 million. And a very controversial deal here. 16 days after Marc Cucurella went on a permanent deal to Eibar, Barcelona triggered its buyback clause of £4 million and signed him back. Now, I just can't believe that. And then immediately loaned him out to Getafe, who just missed out on Champions League qualification last season. So, that is it for the transfer roundup this week. We will be back next Sunday with another episode of it where I'll be going over the transfers of the 7 days. So that is basically how it works. I will hopefully be back tomorrow with a Premier League predictions video. I'm probably doing a Championship predictions. So, yeah, that is probably going to be it for this video. So I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. Please leave your opinions in the comments. Please leave your please leave your opinions down in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next week.